impacts are visible and require greater collaboration with all stakeholders to find the meaning. As a member of the Commission, I will support whatever initiative the authorities have to handle this matter. He concluded on a sound note that youth development requires huge investment with sustainable capital, which he urged the private sector to support central government's youth empowerment drive. Mr. Fode Conte, proposed member, National Youth Commission. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Member, Mr. Fode Conte, the rejection. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Members, Mr. Fode Conte is a trained electrician, civil engineer, and plumber with a range of experience in solar energy installation and service. It's coming from my kidney. He has a proven leadership record in resource mobilization and working in challenging contexts. His strong passion for youth and willingness to serve will give him a professional latitude to make a difference in the new assignment. From 2018 to date, he has been working with the Street Youth Connection Sierra Leone, based in Bombali, Makeni, where he has been training young men and women in solar, electrical, engineering, and plumbing skills. In 2019 to 2020, he served ADAX Bioenergy Company as electrical and maintenance supervisor, besides other notable construction companies he served with merit. As a member of the Youth Commission, the nominee promised to work with other commissioners to promote youth programs, especially those leading to job creation and employment and empowerment. Mr. Steve Godfrey Soiree, proposed member, Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority. Mr. Stephen Godfrey Soiree is the senior manager with a keen focus on operations and strategy across local government and private sectors. He is an acclaimed sustainable growth strategist, which he promised to propagate in the aviation sector. He holds a Master of Science in Petrochemical Synthesis from Moscow State Institute of Oil and Gas Technology in 1988. He is also very well grounded in procurement policies and procedures, health and social care development. He has served as a board member for Local Government Finance Committee from 2022 to 2024 and Government Printing Department Sierra Leone from 2020 to 2022. He worked as a Development and Quality Assurance Manager in London Borough of Southwark Castle in the United Kingdom from 2006 to 2010. As a board member and an expert in quality assurance, I will support the SNCAA board to re-examine the work of services in the aviation sector in line with the ICAO's principles espoused by the authority. The board experience is a pivotal in the general governance of the Civil Aviation Authority, and this we will support for the empowerment of the aviation monitoring sector, he concluded. Mr. Emmanuel Delwin Pratt, proposed member, National Social Security and Insurance. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Emmanuel Delwin Pratt is a trade unionist and management specialist with over 20 years of progressive professional experience in trade unions organization. As a seasoned administrator, he has developed strong and effective relationships across all levels of society, providing quality support to local and international trade union activities. He is the current Vice President of the Sierra Leone Labour Congress and has also served as the Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Labour Congress Union of the Sierra Leone Labour Congress. He holds certificates in effective and efficient labour market programs from the Africa Regional Labour Administration Center in Harare, Zimbabwe, and employment and decent work for peace from the International Training Center, ILO, Turin, Italy. Mr. Pratt's representation on the Board of Trustees of NASIT will draw international trade unionists' experience in benchmarking, especially on areas of comparative labor skill investment policies. 9. Mr. Sheikh Daifan Abbas Masakoy, proposed member Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority. Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Sheikh Daifan Abbas Masakoy is an agricultural economist and currently pursuing his PhD at Jala University. He acquired his master's degree in agricultural economics from Jala University in 2008 and is currently serving as a lecturer at the Department of Agricultural Economics, Jala University, with credible records of stewardship. He has an excellent knowledge of board operations, especially income generating, having some appreciable time at the Maritime Administration. He is an unassuming personality that always seeks timely and quality results, a value that always triggers his renomination and promotion. At SLRSC, the nominee promised to work with colleagues to assess the untapped income generating potentials of the authority. Third, Ms. Ibnatu Nat Kadu, proposed member, National Youth Commission. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Madam Ibnatu Nat Kadu is the community-focused lady who has demonstrated passion for gender equality and women's empowerment, with strong focus on volunteer initiatives contributing to meaningful projects that enhance community well-being. She is currently pursuing her Master's in Public Health MPH in Disease Prevention and Health Promotion at the University of Makini. She acquired a Bachelor of Science degree in Public Health from the University of Makini. As a young, enterprising woman, Ms. Kadu promised to work with colleagues to support government programs for the youth, especially in the areas of job creation. Mr. Lamin Bangura, proposed member, National Social Security and Insurance Trust Board. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Lamin Bangura is a prominent figure in the Sierra Leone Correctional Center, having served the institution for 35 years. He is currently serving as Director of Policy, Planning and Legal Services. Prior to his current position, he held several management positions where he served with distinction. These include Director of Technical Industry and Agriculture 2002 to 2025, Regional Commander, Eastern Region 2023 to 2024, Acting Director of Human Resource 2020 to 2023. He is currently waiting results for the Master of Science in Public Administration from the Institute of Public Administration and Management. Throughout his career, he has demonstrated steadfast leadership and commitment to his roles and promised to transfer these attributes to the NASIT board to which he has been appointed. I will work with colleagues to help the NASIT scheme achieve its mandate as stipulated by law and will always answer calls from my immediate authorities to serve and will do that with diligence concluded. Mr. Abdul Kabar Kagu, proposed member, Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority, SSA. Thank you. Mr. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Abdulkabar Kago has worked in the airline industry in Sierra Leone for over 3 decades, serving initially in check-in and passenger service agent for the Israel UTA, French Airline, and Air France, etc. He graduated with a Bachelor of Arts General degree in Political Science and History and a postgraduate diploma in education from Furabi College in 1956. In 2002 to May, in 2002, this year, 2002, in May 2002, he served as sales manager expertise required to advise such a board. The International Civil Aviation ICAO's upgrading marks of any aerodrome depend on a host of variables on airlines operations, which the administrative authority and the board must understand and implement. As a team player, I will work with colleagues to achieve key service deliverables at the airport concluded. Mr. Moses Henry Kamara, proposed member, Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Henry Kamara is the current proprietor and chief executive officer of Euro Africa Import and Export Sierra Leone Limited, a multilingual Sierra Leonean who is proficient in Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian. He is a double master's degree holder in security service science with thesis on road safety and criminology and private investigations, respectively, from the Escola Internacional de Criminologia, Catalonia, Spain. He was appointed Sierra Leone Honorary Consul General to Barcelona, from Spain, from 2004 to 2007. He later served in the office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice as legal translator and interpreter of Portuguese and Spanish between 2008 to 2009. In his response to the committee, the nominee said the safety wing of the authority needs to be strengthened with increased resources and personnel along the highways, as most of the accidents are derived from reckless disregard of road signs and warnings. Such commuters need to be arrested and charged for risking lives. Testing equipment for drugs users whilst on the road are essential in the road safety program, and these must be enforced with the board's advice and caution. He promised to share his long-standing experience on the road safety agenda with colleagues and the administration of the institution. Mr. Samuel Yusuf Tarawali, proposed member, National Youth Commission. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Samuel Yusuf Tarawali is a strategic team player with exceptional interpersonal and mentoring skills. He is an accountant with 7 years accounting, finance, and management experience. He has always dedicated himself to provide exemplary skills to support the overall mission of every institution he has worked for. He holds a master's degree in corporate governance with focus on accounting, auditing, and taxation from the Anisbai Koroba University of Science and Technology in 2002. The committee noted that Mr. Samuel Yusuf Tarawali has made remarkable strides in the youth sector, especially in encouraging youth to take up music as a career. He is renowned for registering youth groups into music industry and moderating their activities most times. He promised to unite the youth against drugs through music and other income-generating projects while serving on the commission. Recommendations. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the committee unanimously adjourned the following presidential nominees to be adequately qualified for their proposed appointment and are therefore recommended to the House for approval. 1. Mr. Stephen Mustafa Suare, proposed member Board of Directors, Bank of Sierra Leone. 2. Engineer Dr. Albert Ford, proposed Director General, Sierra Leone Rails Development and Regulatory Authority. 3. Mr. Christian N. Kombu Esquire, proposed Deputy Director General, Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority. 4. Mrs. Zura F.R. Biril Anthony, proposed member, Board of Trustees, National Social Security and Insurance Trust. 5. Mr. Umar Fuhad Bawo, proposed member, National Youth Commission. 6. Mr. Fode Conte, proposed member, National Youth Commission. 7. Mr. Stephen Godfrey Suare, proposed member, Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority, SMCE. 8. Mr. Emmanuel Delwin Pratt, proposed member, National Social Security and Insurance Trust, NASIT. 9. Mr. Sheikh Gaifan Abbas Masakoy, proposed member, Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, SLRSA. 10. Ms. Ibnatu Natkano, proposed member, National Youth Commission. 11. Mr. Lamin Bambura, proposed member, National Social Security and Insurance Trust Board, NASIT. 12. Mr. Abdul Kabakabu, proposed member of the Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority, SMC Board. 13. Mr. Swakato Sano, proposed member, Board of Directors, Sierra Leone Airport Authority. 14. Mr. Moses Henry Kamara, proposed member, Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, SLRSA. 15. Mr. Samuel Yusuf Tawali, proposed member, National Youth Commission. Conclusion. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we therefore said, I therefore move that the first report of the third session of the Committee on Appointment and Public Service be adopted by the House, and that the recommendations there contained therein be approved. Signed, Honorable Bashir Siddiqui, Bauma Chief of Police.
Any seconder?
As a second.
Honorable members, the question is, the first report of the third session of the 6th Parliament of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service be adopted by the House, and that the recommendations contained therein be approved. After the seconder, we round up.
We have a very busy day today, honorable members. I hope we understand the speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as being a member of the committee, I was present and I followed the interview keenly. I have always said, when it comes to qualifications and Sierra Leoneans, we are the best qualified in the world. Yes, I'm very sure. I'm sure to the point that Sierra Leone now have a Sierra Leonean who have up to 5 PhDs. And we have many more who have 2. And in the legal field, we are an exemplary. We are sample for West Africa. I'm very sure of that. But Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with all we have, we still struggle to build our institutions and our country. Am I doubting your credibilities and your academic credentials? No. But you ask yourself the question, how much have we contributed to nation building? Let me start with the young man going to the Ministry of the board, the Youth Commission board. The North, Mr. Terawali. To move to the communities, to engage our people, to engage the young people. Every other day we talk about drugs, we think it is just a government problem. It's not just government problem. In as much as we call government to do the needful, but it also requires us as young people to engage our peers. National engagement of young people is key in the fight against drugs. What we talk about normally is just schools. But if you dare go to nightclubs at night, ask Honorable Mackay before he went to Mecca, he used to go to nightclubs. And he'll tell you the nightclubs are proliferated with ecstasy, tramadol. Age. That's natural. And I'll be depending on NASIT. What investment is NASIT currently doing that will assure us as young people that when we get retired tomorrow, our monies are safe with NASIT? That is not just enough. I am sure there are better investments to be done in Koribondo. But this is what we talk about. But that's a risk ahead of us. If you go to SLRE, we know as a nation we're struggling for finances. That is, whether you say inflation is coming down to zero, whether inflation is coming down to a single digit, the fact remains Sierra Leone still struggle to raise the much needed revenue. But the truth is, I have said this over and again. I know I will not say this again today from the speaker to here. But even when you come to Parliament to be approved, the road to Parliament is not good. This is not for the hearing of the speaker. So look at, even within the city, when you go to the board, have a comprehensive roadmap improvement for the city. How do we amend our roads? It is not bad to have major toll roads in our major parts of our countries, linking our countries and making our country very much attractive and investment friendly. It's never bad, it's not a crime. We politicize toll roads. But when we go overseas, we drive our cars, we pay toll road. But when we come back, we say, oh, they are burden on the people. If it is that what we need to do to improve our country, let us do it collectively. I can't imagine people leaving Bo every day and they have to come to Maseka, they have to round, when we have two roads leading to Bo direct to the north. When we have a road that can lead Kenima, Tongo, going down to Falaba and coming to Makeni. And those roads are very viable roads. And yet still, Mr. Speaker, as they want to know where I sleep, my wife is up the gallery, so you should not be surprised. So as we continue to talk about some of these very important things, let us think as a nation. Even the gallon, the fuel we use, imagine you using up to 100 liters going to Kono from Bo, because you have to come down, you come back to the north, you go back. Come on, it's incredible. So when you go to those ports, initiate something viable that works for us as a nation. Mr. Speaker, I will not comment much on the Wakafine buses, because in as much as it's a novelty that we need to build on, this transport sector needs to open up and encourage other investors and investment to come into that sector. With the 50 Wakafine buses alone, it could not solve the problem. In fact, it has increased the shopping in Western area in the morning than any other before. You know, when you are in the east in the morning, All other private sector buses have to go to the old road, which is tight, and only the qualified buses are on the road. With that, it is difficult for our people to navigate. And that has also, because of those challenges, it has also increased transportation of halfways in the eastern part of Freetown. I have been there and I've witnessed it. We need to open up and have more buses to come into the sector, and more buses to come in and invest in that platform. Mr. Speaker, I'll share this with you. Recently, I was in South Africa. Thank you for supporting that trip. We went there and we were talking about water sector investment in the world. I will say to you that majority of countries in Africa that are today sufficient in terms of water, they have moved away from the traditional form of government providing water to people. So the productive private sector reform, where government only do the networking, private investors come in and do the investment. Government just collect GST or VAT, as you call it in other countries. They collect tax from network lines these companies are using. So it is easy, they regulate and they put pricing. That's all government does. But in Sierra Leone, everything we do, we are still in the traditional format in which it is government that must provide. This has never moved our nation. So when I see people say, since 1961, independent, we are not moving, it's because we have not learned and appropriately bring back some of the things we've learned in other countries. Even landlocked countries where water is difficult to get, the private sector have made ensure those countries have water. What about Sierra Leone, where everywhere you go, you can have clean water to drink? What is different with our cases? What is different with our own case? It's also about a mindset. So I just want to say to you this morning, as you go to these various sectors, know one thing: you're working for the day you retire. You're working for a better future of your kids. You're working for a nation that will one day pay you back. When I was young, they always say, now wait till you plant, now you reap. If you go there today and you plant bad seeds, be rest assured, what you get is very good. Today you go to nursing, even when somebody dies, to get their return for their family will take ages. You have to go through. Can't we just have a system where if it is done, it could be done easily without bothering the parents? We've known people who have spent a whole year, 2 years running after their monies. Some have given up on assets because they could not have their monies. Today you are going to that board. If you continue the system, be rest assured, everybody is going to die. And if you are not lucky, the family is going to suffer just like any other family. So let's build a nation that works for all of us. For young people going to the Youth Commission, the nation needs you now than ever before. I have always said in this world, until we are willing to build a nation that works for us, when our bones can no longer stand, we are at the risk of having a failed nation. Thank you very much.
The leader of the opposition.
It's always an Herculean task when you have to debate after a very good debater. So I want to thank the whip of the opposition, who has been very explicit and to the point in hammering home most of the challenging issues we have. We are doing this for God and country. Political parties will come and go, but Sierra Leone will remain. Reach your service. You are going to be judged as to how you deliver for this nation. What are the problems you solved? What are the challenges you mitigated against? These are all references that are going to be aligned to your legacies. Some of us, this is the only opportunity we will have to serve the people of this country. What would we want them to say about us when we shall have left those offices? It's very crucial, very key. Don't be listed amongst those who had the opportunity to have made progress in this country, but dismissed that opportunity with the back of their hand. The Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority has enormous work to do, Mr. Speaker. Just in January, from January to September, in 2022, Mr. Speaker, we had 9,622 road accidents. Just between January and September, 9,622 road accidents. Between that same period in 2023, we lost 269 lives from road accidents. Mr. Speaker, we are laying to rest our colleague on Friday, who also died out of road accidents. What are we doing as a nation to ensure that we reduce the number of road accidents in our country? Apart from the poor infrastructure, because immediately after the raining season, most of the roads do dilapidate, and most of them need. It always bleeds my mind when we lose a Sierra Leonean carelessly. The colleague we are laying to rest on Friday was a member of parliament, has several responsibilities, and he has invested so much in the development of his community. But because no, I'm Abdul Kabba Kabo. When he said he had been working at the airport since the day of Sabina, UTA, I said, I was in primary school whilst those flights were flying our airspace. I was in primary school. So meaning you've had enormous experience in the aviation industry. What we have to work on as a nation, Mr. Speaker, this is very urgent and very serious, is a drastic reduction in our ticket price. We have a good number of Sierra Leoneans who choose to go to Guinea and fly out of this country instead of using the Lomé International Airport because of the price of tickets flying from Sierra Leone. Sometime early this year, I was part of a delegation that went for a delocalized meeting in Togo. And one thing we discussed is the prices of tickets, air tickets in the sub-region. Mr. Speaker, let me give you an illustrative example of what I am saying. I flew from Abuja to Lagos, which was about 55-minute flight from Abuja to Lagos. And I used business class, but I paid $200 from Abuja to Lagos with business class, $200. Equally, I flew from Abuja to Lomé, and from Abuja to Lomé is 50-minute flight, unlike Abuja to Lagos that was 55 minutes. For the 50-minute flight, the same business class, I had to pay $2,000. Yes. Yes. So according to them, they said extra charges are also incorporated when the flight is international, from one country to another. But guess what? The Gambia and Senegal came together. They both agreed that all flights between the two nations must be declared as local flights, and now they are paying far less comparatively. So we are not averse to going to similar agreements with other African nations, especially in West Africa. This was one of the suggestions I made in our delocalized meeting, that we declare flights in the sub-region as local flights, so that they don't attract the extra charges. That is why doing business in West Africa is very difficult. Very difficult. You buy a machine from Nigeria. To bring that machine to Sierra Leone, you have to pay more than you have bought, than you even would have bought it in China to bring it to Sierra Leone. So it's stifle the regional cooperation or business within the sub-region. This is one key thing the aviation authority have to look at. You have to seriously look at it. You see, most times when you are in the university, that is when you should carry yourself with dignity and respect. Respect not out of the sense of sycophancy or blindness, but out of the sense of commitment to progress. This gentleman in question was very composed. His reputation was very unquestionable. And he was one of the students we look forward to when we had challenges in the governance system of students at Fuabe College. And he's Mr. Gombu. He is not just a Sierra Leonean I met today. I have known him for a while. And Mr. Speaker, you have also been a student of Fuabe College. There are some of your colleagues that will be given appointments that you would say, no, I don't trust this person will deliver because of how he conducted himself when we were students at Fuabe College. There are others you vouch for. To me, his appointment is very fulfilling. And I'm sure it will create the necessary changes that we're looking for. I will not keep quiet when good people are appointed. They said it is considered a criminal offense for somebody to discover water in the desert and be quiet about it. I'm not going to commit that offense. He is a good Sierra Leonean, and I wish him well in that new role. My colleague here, the whip of the opposition, has elaborated on the bosses and the disadvantages that we have. One thing I will also say is that in Sierra Leone generally we have a poor maintenance culture. Even the 50 Wakafine bosses, I am not sure that we even have up to 40 that apply the rule. So you have to investigate what has happened with the others and see how best they can be repaired. They can be repaired. One day my son came from school and he said he used the Wakafine bus. But I'm used to speaking English with him. So I had to ask him, how do you call Wakafine in English? He said, walk beautiful. So please, the walk beautiful buses, you have to ensure that, they are repaired so that the transportation issues that we have in the state. And I'm doing this expeditiously because we have a very long day today. My next apprentice is Mrs. Zora F.Y. Anthony, proposed member, Board of Trustees, National Social Security and Insurance Trust, NASIT. NASIT is what's responsible for the well-being of Sierra Leoneans when they would have stopped receiving their normal salaries. According to audit report, Mr. Speaker, over 165 million was unaccounted for by NASIT. Very serious. We should ensure that we probe into projects undertaken by NASIT. By everybody's imagination, those projects should receive corresponding returns by now. Like the fear that we expressed, we all believe that the funds gathered by NASIT should not be mismanaged, because with time, Sierra Leoneans will need it also. Sierra Leone will need it also. It is very, very serious. And Mr. Speaker, what is common and what this Parliament also has to ensure, chairmen are here, we also have to ensure that we probe into it properly, is the fact that in most institutions, they will remove NASIT payment from the employee salary and refuse to remit it to the NASIT account. Very, very, very common. That is dishonesty to the highest form. And interestingly, Mr. Speaker, even some government institutions, they do that. They will see 50,000 or 100,000, as the case may be, deducted from an employee's salary with the intention that that is going to be remitted into the account of NASIT. And in most cases, they don't. So that also strangulates the funds of NASIT. Let us ensure that the communal transport practitioner who has lived and have served Sierra Leone for a long period of time, regardless of the fact that he bagged several degrees, he has also performed in previous responsibility ascribed to him in this nation. He has served as senior technical advisor, Ministry of Transport and Aviation, where he advised the ministry on the development of policies and provide guidance to the operations of the ministry. He has also served as traffic and transportation engineer. There is an adage that says, if you want to know how beautiful your wife will be when she is old, you must look at the face of your mother-in-law. You have proven it when you had the opportunity. And we do not have any iota of doubt in your ability to perform. We wish you well in your new role. We know we have not developed a proper rail system, but the government owes the port and rail between Tonkolili and Pepe. That also should be managed to attract investors' confidence. I wish you well in that responsibility. Let me try to round up because of what we have today. Yes. I would go to the appointee for the board at the Sierra Leone Airport Authority. the Sierra Leone Airport Authority. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, under the watch of this parliament, no Sierra Leonean should be disadvantaged, regardless of their political lineage. Because they are Sierra Leonean, they should not be disadvantaged. Some of us are in this front line to protect those who are at the back. If we don't speak on their behalf, posterity will hold us responsible. Anybody who has worked should benefit from what he or she has worked for. So I want this to re-echo in the hearing of the Airport Authority and board members present here to support their colleague, that several benefits of those staff should not be delayed any further. Should not from the village after he has passed his worst, admitted him at MMCT Godrich campus, paid his yearly school fee, bought him the necessary things he needs to attend school. He only went to school for 2 weeks. I wish you well. May God help you succeed, and may we all change the face of our nation in our responsibility.
Mr. Speaker, please allow me, because it's past 12, to move that SO52 be suspended for the business of the House to continue. Thank you, sir.
Any seconder?
I so second, Mr. Speaker.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Leader of government business. But before you do, let me at this stage recognize the presence of certain eminent personalities that are here with us this morning. Beginning with Mrs. Tuma Gento Kamara. She is the president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. You're welcome. Honorable Alusai Kane. Honorable Alusai Kane was a member of parliament, not only a member of parliament, but one of the leaders of parliament. And he was an outstanding debater in this house. You are heartily welcome. Of course, he is the former chief immigration officer. The Ambassador Alhaji F. Toure. Ambassador Alhaji F. Toure is the current Minister of Transport and Aviation. Mr. Sajo Aziz Kamara. Mr. Sajo Aziz Kamara is the current Deputy Minister of Higher Education. Ambassador Dr. Kona C. Kroma. She is a current member of the National Investment Board and former advisor to the President. You are welcome. Mr. Alassane George. Mr. Alassane George is the HR Director at the SLPHA and the National Organizing Secretary. Honorable Dr. Fatmata Hassan. Yeah. Yes. Honorable Dr. Fatmata Hassan is currently, well, of course, was a former member of this house, a former leader of this house, and she is currently the presidential advisor on parliamentary affairs. Mr. David Fortune. Mr. David Fortune is the current Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs. You are welcome. We have Mr. Cherno Ba. Mr. Cherno Ba is here. He is my brother and the current Minister of Information and Civic Education. He's been doing extremely well. Thank you very much. Mr. Edward Levy Williams. Mr. Edward Levy Williams. Oh yes. Mr. Edward Levy Williams is the current board chairman, Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority, and the SFP Lord of the North. Mr. Momo Conte Esquire. Mr. Momo Conte Esquire. Yes, Mr. Momo Conte Esquire is the Regional Coordinator, Office of National Security. You are all heartily welcome to the House of Parliament. Yes, proceed, Leader of Government Business, but please don't forget that we have a long day. Don't follow in the footsteps of the Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, when Mr. Speaker was introducing the ministers, he refers to them as Mr. Ministers. So you should be advised. And the honorable members who back in this way, they are introduced as honorable members. So I want to join you, Mr. Speaker, to welcome the Honorable Agusan Kanu, who was a member of this House, and the Honorable Swami. And Mr. Ministers, you are welcome. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today again we have representatives presented to us by His Excellency the President for approval. We have always said what the Excellency the President does, what the Excellency the President does is enshrined in the Constitution. He nominates people to occupy sensitive offices of government, and these people come to us as representatives of the people for approval. They don't have the job until they are approved by us. Your nomination doesn't guarantee you the job. You only have the job when the people's representative approves of you. Mr. Speaker, today, when I called the name of people who have been nominated by His Excellency the President, you saw them bowing to us, which means they are bowing to the people of Sierra Leone. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am saying this because when nominees are nominated by His Excellency the President, they face us, we approve them. When once they get to these offices, and when members of Parliament visit them, some of them don't even open their offices. Some of them treat the members of Parliament extremely very badly, to a point that our MPs are always complaining. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, some of them even tried very hard to be elected to this House, but they were not elected. But they were fortunate to be nominated by His Excellency. And when once they go to those offices, they treat the people's representatives as if they are very junior officers. Let me remind all of you that you are very junior to us. That is why this House is the supreme arm of government. This is the supreme arm of government. The President is part of this House. We are the only House that provide oversight on the executive and the judicial arm of government. We are the only House.
Leader of Government Business, do you need to remind ministers that they are junior to MPs?
They need to be Ministers
are junior to MPs because ministers, they are just an extension of the presidency. They are appointed by the president to act in those roles. Members of parliament are directly elected. They are directly elected. Because the authority in any state is given by the people. Seniority is given by the people. It's because the president was elected by 100% of the people in the state. That's why he's head of state. He's elected together with his vice president by the entire Sierra Leone. That is why they are the first and second gentlemen. I am elected by 100% of the people of Sierra Leone through their representatives. That is why I am third gentleman. Authority is given by the people. And it's because you are directly elected by your people, that is why you are more senior to ministers who are just appointed to act for the president. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You know, sometimes when I go to occasions, the state chief of protocol has a lot to do to educate people about gradation in authority in the state. The state chief of protocol should educate people about gradation of authority in the state. I've gone to occasions where, in fact, in salutation, they will say, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, Chief Minister, Ministers of this, and before they come to mention the Speaker. That is how functionally illiterate we are. That is how functionally illiterate we are. You know, sometimes we are educated, but we are illiterate. So let me use this occasion to talk to the Minister of Information and Civic Education. We need civics as a subject, a compulsory subject in our schools. It's because we don't have a compulsory subject in civics. That is why, we find it very difficult to urge people to be patriotic. People do not even know why the state exists, why we go into elections, why there should be national unity. People do not know all of these things. And you cannot teach the citizens by just going to the radio or doing billboards all over the place or going for radio discussions. Some people don't listen. They will not know. Let's put this system. Let's try to educate our citizens through the schools. From primary school, you go to secondary school, you go to university, and they teach you nationalism, patriotism. Those things should be taught in schools, so that by the time we graduate, as real literate Sierra Leoneans, all in all. That is why the typical British, if you insult the Queen, you find it very difficult with them. When you go to the US, they pride themselves in civics. They are so patriotic. You cannot talk against the US. You have a citizen around, they will challenge you. Even our brothers and sisters who go to the US and are made citizens just for a brief period, they teach them to be patriotic. Some people do not even know why Parliament exists and what we should be doing. They do not even know the role of the executive. Some people do not even know the role of lawyers and judges. They don't even know. Some do not even know their national pledge. You call somebody, of course, people like brandishing their degrees Some will come and tell you I have double doctrine. You ask that person to recite the national anthem. Don't know. They don't know. They can't even recite the national anthem, let alone the national pledge. That is how functionally illiterate we are in Sierra Leone. So some of these things we form institutions for, we form commissions for, we should teach the citizen through the educational system. So that if somebody is in a vehicle, in a poda, quote unquote, and somebody says anything against the state, that person will have the audacity to challenge that person. To say you should not say that against your state. You should not do this against Sierra Leone. But we have to teach them through the educational system. But we are not doing that. And we rely on billboards, love Sierra Leone. We go to the radio station, we see all sorts of things. You expect citizens to be patriotic like that? That's why we are doing all what we are doing, saying all sorts of things.
Local councils. In 2004, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the local council, the local government act was enacted by this parliament. The local government act of 2004. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the primary function of development was removed from this parliament and taken back to the councils and the executive. Because the councils are closest to the people. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, ever since 2004, we have not taken our time to explain to the people that these functions have been taken away from this parliament. Mr. Speaker, up to today, our constituents believe that we are still responsible for primary development. Up to this moment, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, our constituents believe we are responsible to building bridges, we are responsible to build community centers, we are responsible to provide basic development facilities for them. But Mr. Speaker, as acting leader of this House, I want to make it categorically clear about this parliament. It's very huge. Mr. Speaker, the average turnover of this parliament is more than 70%. All for the wrong reasons. And Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am appealing to the appointees. You are working for us. We will face the people. Our faces will be on the ballot paper. Ourselves and the president. And whatever we have to present to the people is based on your performance. Today, our constituents know our phone numbers, they know our addresses, they don't know you. We are the ones that will campaign for you. We are the ones that will explain the things you have done. And if you fail, we are the ones that the public will punish. We are the ones that will be voted out. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as you are going to your offices, make sure you are in mind that when you take these offices, you are not just taking it for yourself. You are taking it for the government, for His Excellency the President, and us. Mr. Speaker, having said that, let me zero in on a few of his own needs. I will not be. Mr. Speaker, again, before zeroing in today, I'm very happy, I'm very pleased, listening to the opposition chief whip and the opposition leader. They have set the pace for the presidential debate. You have listened to them, honorable members. Today, this should be the order of the day. We should be extremely nationalistic. No criticism. We are immediately after this. We are going to debate the presidential speech. You have listened to your leader. Please make sure you follow that trend. Please make sure after this, when we get to the presidential debate, please let us follow that trend.
Mr. Speaker, I hope this is not an attempt to intimidate members of this.
Please let us follow that trend. We listen to the chief whip, we listen, and today, Mr. Speaker, I've always said, when the opposition critique us, we on this side should be ready to listen. When they critique us positively, we should be ready to listen. We listen to the chief whip, very sensitive issues, non-partisan. On this side, I would advise us to listen to them. Because when we are on that side, we advise they did not listen, that's why they are where they are. So when we are on this side, and they positively critique us, let us take it extremely very serious. Mr. Minister, you are here, the Minister of Transport. It is a public secret when we travel that sovereign benefits should be paid. People have served. People have served. They have served from the Sierra Leone Airport Authority, and they have some of them have transitioned to Suma Group, and they have not been paid, Mr. Minister. No, I don't know as of today. When we came, Mr. Speaker, a few weeks ago, we are approached at the airport. A lot of the large of the staff at the airport approached us, and they are crying. These are citizens. They are staff. Please, Mr. Leader, I just heard the minister is an undertone. He says they have been paid. We are coming from Lungi. We hope you will confirm that. He says they have been paid in full. Right, Mr. Minister? They paid yesterday. Was it yesterday? Because last week I was at the airport and they approached us. When? Mr. Speaker, in that vein, we will have to move a motion to invite the minister to come and explain. Yes, because it's. We will have to move a motion so the minister come and address us. And Mr. Speaker, that's very embarrassing. I traveled with you, and we saw our brothers and sisters. They approached us at the airport, and these are their concerns. Thank you very much, Mr. Leader of Government.
That will be the
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Leader, we go.
Leader of Government Business. Do you know these fellows? They have already divided the seats.
I know.
And the ministries.
I know. Mr. Speaker, I know he's eyeing your seat. He's already parading. He's the shadow speaker. But I want to see him and Daniel Kuruma, who has already contested. Thank you very much, Mr. Opposition Leader. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me zero in on a few of them. Of course, Mr. Speaker, Engineer Dr. Ford happens to be my constituent. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to thank His Excellency the President. He has considered people from Bo and especially my constituency, Bauma Children. We already have 3 or 4 appointees. Thank you very much, His Excellency. From amongst the plenty chiefdoms in Baku district, Bauma Children have been considered. Fortunately, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the Speaker also attended school in Jerio, AVSS. He started to the O levels in Jerio. So he's also a member for Bauma Children. So in this one we have the Speaker is from Bauma, and the acting leader is from Bauma, and today we have the Director General going to the railway from Bauma. We don't disappoint, Mr. Speaker. We from Bauma, we don't disappoint. Thank you very much, Mr. Albert Ford. It's visionary for the President to nominate you to this office. We have, for the longest time, the railway has closed. We have started. We enacted the railway bill here. Now we have the railway that is planned around the corridors of the mining sector. When you have been nominated to regulate that one, once you get to the office, make sure we have commercial railway. It's the easiest means of transportation. You notice the leaders who spoke now said the accident rate is extremely very high. But when we get the railway, transportation will be easy, we will minimize accident rates. Please make sure you have the experience. We have looked at your CV, you have the qualification, you have the experience. Make sure you deliver for us so that in the future, in the next time, it's a process. We are not saying, others are saying, why do we have Director General for Railway? It's a process. I said here, Mr. Speaker, on Monday, that we are laying the foundation. 1961 we got independence, till now we are struggling. There is no foundation being laid. What His Excellency is doing is laying the foundation, and other governments coming after him will develop on those foundations. As government before us laid the foundation for us, we will not be where we are today. So what His Excellency is doing is laying the foundation. That is where we are. We are minus. Today we are +1. And we will move from +1 going forward. His Excellency has come 10 years, 7 years, is laying the foundation, and we governance is continuity. Others will come and develop. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me tell you one thing. When I did the interview, for the first time, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, you notice the voice of the opposition. The entire youth sector has been committed to the Northern Province. Everybody we interviewed for youth commission, for the commission, is from the North. Thank you, His Excellency the President. One of them is a region chief of Malaysia. All of them we interviewed, they are coming from either Makini or Poloko. That's how considerate His Excellency. That's national unity. That's national cohesion. He did not say let me go to the southeast and bring people. We have committed, and thankfully, Mr. Speaker, one of them is a musician. He's a very strong musician from Makini. He was the president of the Artists Union, and that's what His Excellency does. He's encouraging every facet of society to be part of government. Thank you very much. So all of you, you have been given the responsibility to deliver and help your young people. If you fail, you will not just fail in yourself, you will fail in the Northern Province. And by extension, you will fail in the young people of Sierra Leone. Please work as a family, work as a team, make sure you deliver. Thankfully, you are all coming from one region. You all speak English. If you go to board meeting, just speak in what you understand so that you deliver for us. If you are struggling with English, stop singing. Bring policies in singing that will develop us. Please, the young people, drugs is in the increase. Let us find ways and means as young people. Bring policies. Encourage the young people to go to school. Civic education. They should be encouraged to do things that will benefit them rather than going to these ghettos. The musician, use your good talent. Encourage other musicians to sing music around anti-drugs. Of course, Kelly, we don't have one musician in this parliament and one musician from the executive. You shouldn't collaborate music. Thank you very much. Of course, Mr. Speaker, we have the full set of NASIC board. We are there. We are doing well, but I think NASIC need to up their game, Mr. Speaker. We need to up their game. We need more investment. We are spending money. And you just don't rely on those collecting for employers. Of course, you use this money to make more investment. We saw the president of the Victoria Park, but that's not enough. You should bring sustainable investment so that the team will develop. Bring more investment, use your good ideas. You see me trying to tell say, Dr. Bao, sorry, Professor Sir. Congratulations, sir. So the ladies, you notice the women of the committee gave you a lot of support. Please don't disappoint them. Mr. Speaker, I will not conclude without telling you of Mr. Suare. Mr. Speaker, honorable member, Mr. Suare is a household name in Sierra Leone. When we were young, these are people we used to admire, we used to read about them. Social studies with the bank governor, Mr. Suare. Yes, he's there today. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, I had the opportunity to interview Mr. Suare. Mr. Speaker, I grew up in Locust. His driver was in Locust. That's why we will admire him. Another driver for the governor. He will come and we will admire his children. The driver of the governor, and the governor is here today. It was before me a few days ago. He has a wealth of experience. Mr. Speaker, I've been through his CV, he has worked all over. He started as bank governor here, bank governor in Lesotho. He worked for the IMF and other institutions. Please use that knowledge. And I noticed, Mr. Speaker, the current bank governor is extremely very interested in Mr. Suare. I know he will work with him collaboratively to save the economy and to move Sierra Leone forward. They have served as governor before. You know the challenges. The economy was not as rough as it is. So there is the global issues. You were there, you saw what you do, you did your mistakes, you had an opportunity, now you had an opportunity to advise the governor. Correct the mistakes, make sure you bring the new ideas. You have worked, you have now gained international experience. Please bring these experiences to the bank. Make sure you work with the bank to reduce the interest rate. Interest rate is extremely very high. That's people worrisome for our business. That's why you see business those kinds of Sierra Leone. Because interest rate is 25-27%. So and the business is slow. If any businessman go take loan from the bank and they have to pay 27%, it's just working for the bank. That's why businesses are falling. Please work and make sure you deliver. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank everybody who has contributed. In that light, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I move that the first report of the third session of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service be adopted by the House and the recommendations therein be contained. Thank you very much.
Honorable members, the question is that the first report of the third session of the 6th Parliament of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service be adopted by the House and that the recommendations contained therein be approved. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Motion of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service by the acting chairman of the committee has been approved.
Let me, on behalf of Parliament, take this opportunity to congratulate you on your approval. Go to those offices and help this nation, help Sierra Leone. Please, do something different. We have been doing the same thing over and over and over again, but we have not made much progress. So do something different. Thank you very much. You may leave. Proceed. Order.
Motion of thanks to His Excellency the President Dr. Julius Maada Bio. Proposer Honorable Bashir Siliki. Seconder Honorable Abdul Kago. All allotted the debate continue.
Honorable members, leave the chambers. Leave the chambers. Honorable members, debate continues. Rules of debate observed. Honorable Lucinda Finda Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to add my voice to this debate. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to thank the President for his speech in the Word of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I will start my debate today looking at the Game Changer 1. Feed Saloon. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the Feed Saloon, as I said, is a very good initiative because I know this is the only way we will be able to, have enough food for our people in this nation. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I do not have problem with what is in this book. I have seen the stride government has taken, the progress in the Feed Sierra Leone. I have seen the reduction, according to the President, in the price of rice. I have seen how far the government has gone to make sure this nation have a lot of food. But Mr. Speaker, there are so much problems that we still need to fix as a nation. The Feed Sierra Leone is not an individual issue, it's an issue that all of us should put our hands on deck to make sure that we achieve our goal, and able to provide enough food for our people in this nation. If we look at Sustainable Development Goal 17, Sustainable Development Goal 3 talk about well-being, good health and well-being. If you assure good health and well-being and make sure we support government in bringing more food on table. There are problems, just as we are opposition members, we're not just here to criticize, but we are also here to provide solutions and make recommendations for the way forward of our nations. And so, just like I'm saying, there are things I want government to look at if we will succeed as a nation in providing food for all. One of the things I will look at is timely assistance to our farmers. I am a farmer, I know what I'm saying. Government is helping, is supporting farmers, but most of the time, it is not done at the right time. And farming is a period, they are season for farming. And so this is affecting the agricultural sector. So government should look into that and make sure they take prompt actions. Assistance for farmers, come on time.
Honorable members, please, we should take that into account to inform the minister when the minister is here. Let him know. It's a very salient point. Thank you very much. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, timely assistance for farmers is very critical in having a proper harvest or good harvest for every product we have. And that is a very big problem in this sector. We have never got assistance the right time. It's always coming at a later time when it will not make any profit, and this is affecting the sector. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the other thing I look at is we should support farmers beyond political lines. This is not one government, I'm saying in general. If we have to we have to succeed as a nation in having food sufficiency in this Sierra Leone, we should go beyond political lines in supporting the actual farmers. Or I tell you, we have a lot of political farmers. They are not farmers, they don't go to the farm, but they are the people who have all the support from the agricultural offices in our districts. We, the real farmers, are working by ourselves. We are using our own finances to make sure we finance our projects. But we are not